Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to change strings on a nylon string guitar. Alright, so this is totally different from an electric or a steel string acoustic, as you can probably tell when they're on there. This I like to double wrap them around the bridge, and I will also show you how I like to tie them at the headstock. Alright, first step, you want to get it in the bridge right here. So I start with the low E string. I like to put, let's see, maybe just a few inches of slack on this end right here. What I want to do is I want to wrap this one up and under this and just a knot like that. And here's what I'll do. I'll just want to throw in one more knot in there. See how you have a double knot? I like to wiggle it there so you have your back underneath the bridge that way. Pretty tight, not going anywhere. All right, now this end down at the headstock, I'll want to feed my string through there. Pull it through, and with slack on there, I don't have an exact amount I like to pull through, but a good few inches will do. With this end, I want to wrap it around this way and do one knot like that. You'll see it secured that way. And since I have my excess going this way, I'm going to want to wrap the string going the other way towards the peg. And for this, I like to use my drill. Makes it a lot faster on a nylon string. I have a bit in there for a tuning peg. On some older ones and vintage ones, I don't know if I'd want to use power tools on that. You don't want to break any old parts on there. So here we go. Just lift it up with the string nice and easy. Just no pressure on there. And had it going the wrong way. There we go. I like to keep it nice and tight along there. Good few wraps around. I always want to trim my excess string, not too much, not too little too. You also want it to not slip out, won't go anywhere. Now I got my A string here. I'm going to pop that in the same way as the E string. I do have the excess string from the E. It's going to be wrapped up in there to keep it nice and tight. You can see it hanging in there. So I'm going to do the double wrap one more time. There's one, and then just like that, I'm going to flip it back over. Make sure it goes under the slack. I'm going to pull it tight like that. All right, on this end down here, I'm just going to do it the opposite direction as my E strings. Just flows nicely to have your E's go that way and your A, B, D, and G go the other way. I'll get my slack just enough. Nice and tight like that. Nice and easy. All right, and down here I will want to trim the excess slack from the E string while I have the A string before I even put the D string on there. Trim it like that. A string will continue up over like that, and will continue all the way down to the high E. All right, now the D string. First knot. Just so the camera can see it better, I'm going to move my hands a little bit out of the way. That one goes right up under it. You can see it at that angle. Two knots like that. Nice and tight.
That's perfect.
And same thing with the nylon strings. basics.
Yeah. Do you do fret stuff on this too?
Yeah, I polished them up.
Oh, okay.
So I'll do that on pretty much every restring and everything. And the one thing I do slightly different on the high E string, certain nylon strings can definitely have some slipping problems on the B and E. I like to add one extra knot on there, just to, everything's tied in, just to secure it all in together. And then down here, I'll want to trim the tails. I like to just line it up with the bottom of a bridge there and trim them. All right, and of course my next step is tuning this up. Nylon strings will take roughly a day to really settle in and hold their tune. So when you change them your first day with them, they're not gonna hold their tune as much as you'd like them. So definitely set aside a day for the strings to stretch out. Also, this is not the only way to do it. There's definitely some other ways to do it. This is the way I like to do it. And when you bring in nylon string, steel string, electric, anything, I'm going to get your frets all polished up and looking better. Fretboard hydrated and cleaned. Got this all oiled up. Get all cleaned and polished, looking good, playing good, make sure everything's nice and tight.